Race is the classification of humans into groups based on physical traits, ancestry, genetics, or social relations. I want to focus on this part of that definition, and to understand that, we need to understand genetic variation. In the human species, we have differences in genes. These differences give us different skin color, hair color, nose shapes, and a ton of other traits you can't see. If we want to be able to use our genetic differences to classify people into race groups, we need to be able to say that there is less variation within each group than between. After all, that's the definition of a category. This means if we have two populations, in order to use genetics to declare them separate races, everyone in this one must be incredibly similar to each other, while also being incredibly different to the people in this population. If the variation between them is too little, we cannot definitively draw categories. This should be simple, right? People of different races have different skin tones, eye, and hair colors. That must mean there's some kind of genetic difference. Sure, but skin, hair, and eye color aren't the only genes in the human genome. In fact, there's so little variation in humans because we evolved from a single small population in Africa, you'll find that there's more diversity in a single subspecies of chimp than there is in the entirety of the human species. This makes categorizing people by race incredibly difficult. So why is this so important? It's not like you can see everyone's genes and analyze each nucleotide in their DNA as they're walking past you. Well, the whole point of this is that race isn't a good way to categorize humans, because while regular people don't have the need for this kind of categorization, scientists need some kind of unit that encompasses different populations in certain studies. For example, there was a drug called Bidil that someone claimed was more effective with African Americans than other races. Now, it's true that certain genes play a role in drug metabolism, but doctors can't go about prescribing drugs to people based on their physical appearance. A patient might not carry the correct gene that is necessary to process the drug, making it ineffective. What's happening is we're confusing gene frequency as a categorical difference between races, which itself is a totally arbitrary unit. When this confusion happens, people end up making massive generalizations with race as if it's grounded in science. And if history has anything to say on the matter, well, let's just say it wouldn't be very nice. This isn't to say scientists or people are racist, but the use of race in the context of science and genes can be misleading. The words of scientists hold a lot of weight in our culture. And because of that, scientists have a responsibility to deliver results in the most accurate way possible. Removing racial terminology and getting rid of the notion that there is a genetic and biological basis to this arbitrary system of categorization is crucial to achieving that goal.